Alright everyone, it's EvanHusa57 here. We are back on Destiny. We have a Let's Play with the brand new DLC, The Dark Below. It's the first expansion for Destiny. Came out this morning. Now, anybody who threw their Destiny disc away or sold their Destiny disc, well, that's your fault. That's your problem. We're going to check out this new DLC. We've got new story missions. We've got a new strike. We've got a new raid, new legendary weapons and armor. This shit's pretty crazy. New add-on here at the tower. And the only thing that we don't seem to have is any new achievements. Hopefully they will add those later. Very disappointed that there's no new achievements though at the moment. Any other DLC has always had achievements right away. However, with that being said, let's get started here with this Let's Play. So, you come to the tower, you make a left, you come over here, you've got this really cool, badass, glowing green ship, and this Eris, who is for the Crota's Bane story mission.
I need your help. Crota will return to destroy this world if we do not stop him.
So, first thing that you're going to have is the ability to accept this Fist of Crota quest step. And we're going to go ahead and do that. And you're going to get more Grimoire cards. I'm also going to go ahead and pick these bounties since I have plenty of room. So, I might as well go ahead and have them available to do. Now, as you can see, she also sells all kinds of new emblems and actual items, your class items for all three classes, as well as we have new material, and she also sells heavy and special weapon ammo synthesis. And it looks like the currency for most of this is going to be black wax idols, so hopefully you all saved them and did not use them all. So let's look at what I have to do for this quest step here, which also, even though it's a quest, it comes up as a bounty. And it's a Cosmodome mission. That should be pretty easy. Now, in this DLC, the level cap is increased to level 32, and once I know more, we will go over getting the level 32 in gear. So, first thing I'm going to do is go do that mission, which now the other interesting part is this weekly and the Nightfall Strike all have their level requirements increased. So the weekly heroic starts at level 24 and the weekly Nightfall starts at level 30. Not quite so sure how I feel about this, especially for new players who don't have the DLC. That means you're going to be doing a already incredibly hard mission even harder. So yeah, anyways, first thing I'm gonna go do is this new mission. We have the Dark Below, Fist of Crota, Old Russia. It's a level 24 quest mission. Oh, that's nothing, I'm level 30. Let's see if we can do it on hard. Alright, so we have a difference here. Well, we have 10 Vanguard marks. That's what you earn for doing it on hard, which is level 28. So actually, I am going to go back to the tower real fast. I should have done this earlier, but that's okay. You know what? Forget it. It's only 10 Vanguard marks. I have 200. I don't really care about that then. So we will go ahead and do it. Fist of Crota hard, level 28. Let's see what we got.
We went to the moon seeking vengeance, but it found us first. Crota, the son of Oryx. We'd never faced anything like him. In the end, only I was left. Crota and his armies destroyed our moon. If we don't stop them, I fear Earth will suffer the same fate. Sardon commands the hive spawn on Earth. Search the grotto, find this monster, and see to his end.
Alright, this is so cool. We got new missions. Now, since they also changed the update with Vanguard and Crucible ranks, I am going back to having probably just my interesting. I'm looking for my fire one. There it is. There's my fire one. I just want my regular class emblem that allows everything to go to Vanguard. So, like I was on early this morning. I got the DLC downloaded, and I did not play it because I wanted to bring this to you as soon as possible. So this is my first run through of it, and I will be taking my time a little bit more. I want to see everything that's going on because I probably will be playing this mission a number of times, but that's okay. I want to see it. I want to take my time with it because honestly, anybody else is going to be the same way. We have played countless games of Destiny. We have played countless strikes. We've probably played hundreds of strikes, and playing the same mission over and over again is definitely annoying. At least for me it's annoying. Maybe for you it's not, but for me it is. So I wanted to get this Let's Play up as soon as possible. I'm basically just going to do a overview of things, and then we're going to play the campaign. And oh my god, this Will of Crota looks sick. Wow, they're spawning thralls. Oh, this is cool. Definitely for a campaign mission, this shit looks pretty awesome. Come here, thralls. Meet your end. I gotta be a little bit careful I don't get overwhelmed here meleeing, but that's okay. Come on, thralls. Die. Alright, so of course, Will of Crota is back to being shielded. That figures. I will use my heavy weapon. Then, I'm glad I brought this. Get rid of these thralls. Now, this is on level 28, so if you are not higher than level 28, or you don't want to do it on the insanely hard difficulty, then don't. I'm going to take out that Chosen Knight because I'm getting tired of being bombarded by him. Ooh, Curse Thrall. Curse Thrall make a good freaking popcorn show. Also, I probably would recommend that you do this mission. If you are going to do it on hard, you go ahead and you do it with a fire team. I am soloing it only because I can and pretty much because I feel like it. So, kind of personal preference, but as you can see, that Will of Crota is taking a shit ton of damage. And I'm not entirely sure where he went. I guess he disappeared. I definitely don't want to die from some darn Elder Vandals, but alright. So that was kind of cool. That's kind of crazy, the amount of damage that that guy takes. I'm not entirely sure if you can kill him or not, but we'll find out.
Shatter the moon and claim it for his master. His presence here is a sign. The Hive are preparing to wake Crota's soul.
Well, that's interesting. Oh my god. So that flame turns into a blade of Crota. And again, these guys just take a ridiculous amount of damage, so I can't wait to get the new gear and get that level cap. And I have a sword now. Dude, that is awesome. I have a sword. Hell yeah. God, this is gonna be good. Well, I guess because there are so many enemies, including this ridiculous number of thrall, that they wanted to give you a unique weapon to run with. Now, even though I am using my level 30 gear, I still have to be careful not to die because of the just sheer damage that these enemies do right now on this difficulty. And of course, I only have level 30 gear on. I don't have my ultra high level gear. Well, they haven't even, I don't have any yet of the level 32 gear. So the super's the same, the sword works exactly the same, except I guess I don't know if when you get to this part it's destroyed, or if it's just a matter of when you use it super it's destroyed. But still, that was really cool. I'll take a second because I already completed the one bounty, which was a melee bounty. Now I still have to do this rapidly kill 7 enemies with melee. I'll figure that one out a little bit later. I figured I would get that with the sword, but maybe there wasn't enough there to do it. I'm not sure how quickly they mean by rapidly, but anyways, that's not a big deal.
Keep your eyes open.
I was right. I knew this area was going to be in the DLC. I've been down inside this area before and kind of just cleared it out looking for, you know, well, is there anything down here? But that's interesting to say the least that this is in the DLC. Oh, wow. Okay, that's crazy. So when this starts, you get a dark burden which really reduces your movement speed and jump height. Oh my goodness, that sucks. Dude, that really sucks. And this guy's using the range attack with the sword. But at least that range attack is relatively easy to dodge. By itself it is. Maybe if I shoot him in the head enough, I can stagger him. So yeah, you can stagger him, but you cannot block the actual hit itself. He still gets that hit through, or gets the attack off, I should say. So yeah, it's crazy. There's an insane number of enemy now, acolytes and everything shooting at you, which is just crazy. And of course you still got this darn guy that's just gonna keep pelting you with that frickin' ranged attack from the sword. Basically that super, I don't know why he gets to use his super so frequently, yet when we get the sword we don't get to use it. Oh well, as you can see, he's just spamming that super. I'm gonna try and kill him as quickly as possible because, well, I've used up my Sunsinger self-revive. There we go. Wow, he is crazy for an end boss.
There is more to do. The rest of Crota's disciples will not cease until Earth is ready for their master's return.
Alright, so that's cool. This is a really cool area, but I would definitely recommend doing the mission with a couple friends, because this is kind of crazy. Gonna make sure I pick up all the ammo that I can that's around here. Alright, and of course it's probably going to send us back to the temple. Oh, back to the tower, I should say. Yep, nothing else is unlocked yet. So you do have to do that mission first before you can do the weekly heroic or nightfall. Let's see what I get new at the tower. Of course I did get engrams. I got 2 engrams for doing that. And sadly they have not increased the Vanguard cap. It still caps at 200. But oh well. I will probably check the vendor while I'm there and see if there's anything decent that I can buy from the Vanguard armory. If not, I will just hold on to my marks and see what else is available, because supposedly in this DLC the vendors are all supposed to be selling higher level weapons, more powerful weapons and more powerful gear. But we'll check that out here in a second. Let's see what we get by turning this in.
Ikora, you've defeated the Fist of Crota, but the threat remains.
Alright, so we got more Black Wax Idol and we got Reputation. This is another Cosmodome mission, so yeah, we'll do that.
You must stop them from finding Rasputin.
And I turned in that bounty. So sadly, that's only 125 out of 1,000 to reach a new level unlock with them, and there's nothing that I can buy right away.
The sword be lifted again.
So let's go over here, get rid of the two engrams that I have here.
These are mysterious, even to me. A good weapon. I hope we help him.
Of course, engrams don't give you as much XP as they used to, as far as decrypting them goes. Gunsmith still has junk for weapons. Of course, that doesn't surprise me. See what is down here at the Crucible real fast. I want to see if there's any new weapons.
Let's do this.
Just leg armor.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like anything special.
Yes.
Well, nothing special there. Trying to find some of this new gear, especially if the missions on the harder difficulty are going to give you higher level stuff. Alright, so requires level 20 gear, like 24 to 33. Alright, so this is definitely new armor that you can buy with your Vanguard marks, and it is a higher light level than even the light level on my raid armor. So here's at least the Vanguard armor can take you above the level that you already have, so that's cool. Now the thing is going to be finding the ones that you know, you actually, what helmet, you know, what gauntlets and things like that you actually like. Now the Warlock bonds, not entirely sure what these are gonna do. So let me go check and see if there's any new armor at like the factions,
This is what I got.
or if it's just the Vanguard. Well, actually, okay, all the new armor that you buy is gonna have the new light level on it, so that's cool. You can just buy the legendaries that you need for the light level. The only problem looks like it's going to be the fact that you need the commendation marks, and the problem with the commendation marks is you only get them by going up levels in the faction, which that is kind of disappointing because, well, I did all my leveling before they had the commendation marks. So you can still buy, oh, you can still go to Dead Orbit and buy their new armor, but like the really powerful stuff you can't buy because it requires that commendation. So I'm not so sure I like how that is, but oh well. That's a little disappointing there. I don't like the fact that I have to go level up a faction more just to be able to buy a piece of the gear. Even the weapons require that. That is so crappy. As you can see, their max level attack is higher now. 331s on the new weapons instead of 300s. Which that'll be definitely helpful. anyways, I'm going to go back and buy one piece of Vanguard, so I'm not wasting my Vanguard marks for now. But as you can see, all the gear is capable of being bought, and it all is going to have a fully upgraded a light level of 33 on it, which is now even higher than the light level on exotics and raid gear, which used to be a light level of 30. As you can see, that's what I have on now, is 3 pieces of raid gear and my gauntlets that are the exotic Sunbreaker gauntlets, which is what I prefer to use on my warlock, but you can use, you know, whatever setup that you like. So since I have 200 Vanguard marks already, I'm going to just go ahead and quickly buy something from the Vanguard, as I'm assuming that these missions on the harder difficulty are going to continue to give me 10 Vanguard marks apiece.
What brings you here so early?
Which, as you can see, I'm already 5, but I've only got 270 out of 2500 XP. So what can I buy? I can buy boots, and you're going to want to make sure, since you're spending, 75 Vanguard marks on this, that you find ones that you want. Now I can see that mine from the raid carry more ammo for heavy weapons, and these are intellect and strength, and these are intellect and discipline. So that's actually very good gear, but it's carry more ammo for scout rifles, which I really don't use. I use auto rifles, so you'd have to choose what is better. So I think what I will do is I will buy a new Warlock Bond and see what this actually gets me. Maybe it'll get me more XP for the for turning in bounties or something. So since that's only 30 marks, I'll go ahead and buy that. And it looks cool as well, which we'll just equip that one. As you can see, that band looks pretty darn cool, I think. The purple one also looks cool, so we'll go do the next mission and see what I get, but we'll just have to put in the time to go ahead and level up the faction more, because you need those commendation marks. Now, I'm kind of upset that we didn't get, those of us that have already leveled up to, level 3, level 4, 5, things like that, that we did not already get at least 1 or 2 of those commendation marks, because basically you can't buy anything without them. So that is kind of disappointing, but oh well. As you can see, I've already earned I've already earned 10 of my 100. They still have not changed the weekly cap for the Vanguard marks. Ooh, Siege of the Warmind, level 25 story on normal. And, well, no Vanguard marks for this one, but that's okay. We'll keep doing the level 30 missions. I always do the mission on the hardest difficulty the first time you do it, because you get the best rewards from it, and I'm all about getting those good rewards. And, well, the XP helps too.
They were the greatest defense systems ever devised. A massive network of satellites and doomsday weapons built to protect humanity. Crota's army gathers near one of the Warmind's hidden bunkers. We cannot let the Hive destroy Rasputin, or worse, control him.
So unfortunately, you are going to have to level up a whole new set of armor.
Stop the Hive from reaching Rasputin.
Kind of disappointed about that, mainly because I can't even buy the armor at the moment to start upgrading it, even though it's going to be completely better than my raid armor, which is kind of sad, because everybody that was all excited about the raid armor now is, well, it's not that good.
Around the Warmind's defenses, or Crota's disciples will flood the earth.
Of course, I will have to check, but probably with full regular gear in this, you will not have enough light to reach actual 32. You will probably have enough light, I would say, to reach 31. You're probably going to need new raid gear to actually reach level 32. So in a way, you got to figure on leveling up 2 sets of armor. So that's going to be kind of crazy, because I know these later missions are going to get to the point where they're going to be 30 and actually above. So again, I've been down in this bunker. This is the SAS bunker that, you know, I'm sure you guys have been in. It did have a glitched Grimoire card, or dead ghost, I should say, that was actually under the stairs that you could not pick up because it never showed up. So I wonder if that's been fixed, since this is the first time I've been down here after the DLC. I wonder what we have down here. Yep, they did fix it. The dead ghost is now revivable.
Rasputin's in trouble.
Well, that's cool.
I've never known him to welcome visitors. Find the control room. The hive. They found a way inside.
Oh, of
Don't
course
let
they
them
did.
reach Rasputin.
Alright, so of course we got to be careful because there are so many thrall here, and the yellow health barred ones are a little bit hard to kill with melee. Gonna try and do this thing for meleeing 7 enemies rapidly, but don't know if... Oh, he's gonna run away. You bum. Oh well. What I'll probably do is go to one of the very low levels on the moon, the level just like 7, 8 story mission, and go ahead and get the melee kills there, where they're all one-hit melee and they don't hit you nowhere near as hard as these level 30s do. Now there's probably new Grimoire cards that you can get different ways in this. Matter of fact, I'm sure there is. There's the new dead ghosts. I don't know if those are in the raid or if those are in the strike missions. Either way, I had heard there was supposed to be new achievements for this, but so far when you check your achievements, they're not available at the moment. Granted, this is still the first day that the DLC is been out, but with that being said, for any other game, the achievements have always been readily available the first day. Nobody likes to have to wait to unlock the achievements, but it looks like you'll be playing this a fair bit anyways, so you might as well go through it once. I wanted to get this Let's Play up, which it will be a little bit longer video because I'm doing multiple storyline missions, but I want to show you this whole thing.
Something's wrong.
Okay, he's back.
Omnigul, silence her screams.
Alright, I cannot wait to get new weapons. New weapons will make this so much easier. Really? She's over there now? Huh. Alright, well this is going to be a little bit more difficult to do. Oh my, there's a new one, Watcher of Crota. Alright, so we've got regular thralls and stuff that you're dealing with out here. Plus now these are all higher level enemies. And they go by different names. Watcher of Crota, that's kind of cool. And I guess they explode and leave fire on the ground, like green fire. That's cool. Kind of creepy, but cool. Wonder if it damages you. Probably does, so you know what? We're not gonna try that. Oh well. Yes! That hurts you a lot. So yeah, we're not gonna go through there. Not doing that one again. Oh, almost fell off the map there. Alright, so you gotta pay very close attention to what you're doing here. It would definitely be a lot easier to do this if you're playing with a friend. I'll probably be doing some later videos. Actually, I definitely will be doing later videos on new weapons, new gear, the strike, and you know, the raid. But those I will be doing with friends, only because I don't want them to make it to be such a long video, since you have to go slow and you can't really do the damage that you can, you know, with 2 people or 3 people. So it looks like we still have one more of these Watchers to kill. And I'm not entirely sure what those sigils on the ground do, other than they hurt you a lot. So I would recommend, of course, staying away from them. And it looks like the slower you kill these guys, the more sigils they place on the ground. I have 4 that I can see. At least 4 on the ground now. And now he's spawning 3 of them at a time. Holy crap. And of course, like anything else, these jerks use that same poison that, you know, regular wizards have, except for theirs is stronger. So, gonna try and get away from them, at least a bit. This is where those sigils become a problem. You're just getting pelted by these guys, and wow, they killed me. Well, that doesn't really surprise me, because it is level 30 after all. So that sucks, so you have to do this all over again. You should at least get a checkpoint for, I mean, this is a story mission, for God's sakes. It's not a freaking raid or a strike, but I guess they want it to be difficult. So you can't kill this guy here, he just teleports away. Even with 3 people, I doubt you'd be able to inflict enough damage to actually kill him. We'll see if we can inflict enough damage to kill these guys, though. If I can kill them fast, then there'll be less sigils on the ground. Less sigils on the ground mean more room for me to move around, and I'm not going to take any chances. I'm going to go ahead and use my heavy weapon synthesis, which I would recommend you have plenty of that when you do this. I always keep a lot of heavy weapon synthesis and special weapon synthesis with me. Simply for the reason of missions like this. So I want to kill that frickin' Watcher of Crota instantly. If you can, that is. You want to always destroy them first. You got to be very careful with the thralls, because they will destroy you quickly as well. Especially the Curse Thralls. Curse Thralls are really annoying because they explode and they do just a massive amount of damage. And you're also dealing with, you know, hollowed knights and everything. So, I want, again, take down this Watcher. Of course, there's another Thrall there. Come on, you bum. Quit shooting me. And of course he places a sigil, which I don't know 100% what they do, but I know they don't do anything good. Kill the rest of these knights, they keep shooting me. The hollow knights are really annoying. Of course, this would be a good place if you wanted Glimmer to place a black wax idol. Just activate that and you can get a crap ton of Glimmer. And keep in mind, I'm using all what used to be really good, fully maxed out weapons. Yeah, it looks like he's placing... Yeah, I got 3 of them to deal with now, which is crazy. The first Watcher I got rid of real quick, so that's good. If I don't get stuck in that darkness, and I can get rid of the second one. Oh, there's more Knights. Knights aren't too bad. Get rid of the Cursed Thralls. I gotta find that those other Watchers. Watchers are what you have to kill, because I'm assuming that there's going to be probably another wave of these guys or something after this, that you really don't want a bunch of freaking sigils on the ground hurting you and limiting your movement. So this is a mission that definitely looks like one that you're gonna want to do with other people, so that you can actually kill these guys much faster and not have all this crap on the ground damaging you. So sadly they are not dropping heavy weapon ammo, which right now would be really awesome if they would drop it. So I'm going to use my shotgun to dispense these guys. Oh great, he spawns yet another one? Oh, wow. Okay, an ogre. Holy crap. And he hits hard. Well, of course, their weak spot, like any ogre, is the head, so very important to know where the weak spot on the enemy that you're fighting is, but don't get too focused on that one, because he keeps spawning freaking Hollow Knights. And the Swordsman Hollow Knights are really, really annoying. They're really dangerous to you. Hopefully you can kill them quick enough. As you're seeing, my weapons are not quite good enough, even though they used to be the best weapons that you could get. Sadly, used to be is the key word. I need some of the new weapons that would also scale to higher damage, but alas, I don't have any at the moment. So we'll just take our time. Suros at least allows you to regen health. Slowly, but you do regen some health on shots at the second half of the magazine. So I will keep that equipped for now. It works very well. See what kind of trouble is coming my way now.
Well done, Guardian. Rasputin is safe. But Crota's army is more powerful than I thought. We cannot rest. Now is the time to stop them from waking Crota's soul.
Alright. Well, that was cool. I still have these sigils on the ground, which I wonder if they still would hurt you, even though now the mission's over. I don't know, let's find out. Yes, they just about kill you. Still. Alright, those things are really dangerous then. And of course, anything glowing with green fire on the ground isn't going to be good for you, but God, those things do a lot of damage. So we got more ascendant materials, got more decoherent engrams. All in all, those missions are pretty good. Kind of sucks that all my old legendaries and exotics are basically going to be worthless now. Oh, and I was so happy to get some of these. Like, I would say, instead of having to level up a new variant of the same weapon that you already got and you already put all the time into leveling and upgrading, you should have, basically, if they're going to increase the level of the weapon in general, if you already have the weapon, its attack should increase. Not now I've got to go buy, you know, another shadow price and upgrade it. Alright, so we have yet another story mission.
Go to the temple on the moon before Crota is made whole.
And of course we got a whole bunch of engrams.
Can I help you?
Have you brought? We
Might as well turn in these engrams while I have the chance.
even novels. Be safe.
Now, strange coins are always good. Now what I'll do is I will probably break up this video as well into individual segments that show the individual missions, and this way, you know, if you want basically a walkthrough of one mission, you don't have to watch the whole video. But right now I want you to see what you can actually do. So we have another mission. We have the Dark Below, which is the opening. This is the Awakening. And let's see what kind of rewards we get. So you get a Cryptarch Engram and 4,000 XP from doing it on normal. You receive a Cryptarch Engram and Ascendant Materials and 7,500 XP for doing it on 30. So we're going to go ahead and do it on 30. There's no point in doing it on only the lower levels, since you can only claim that reward once. Once you've already played through the mission one time, you get, you know, that reward, and that's it. It's kind of like the daily mission, the daily heroic. If you play through the daily heroic on the low difficulty, that's the only reward that you get.
You cannot destroy the soul of Crota. We called it a temple where we first saw Crota. Go, find it, and make it his grave. hid in the old moon base up ahead, waiting for the right time to strike. We were brave, but we were not ready. Few of us made it beyond the canyon. The rocks cracked apart, Hive waiting in ambush. It was worse for the ones who made it inside. Stay alive.
How too bad there isn't a bounty today for killing Hive. That would be easily completed. Yeah, I so want the new weapons. I hope there's a auto rifle kind of like the Suros in the new weapons, or at the very least I can get the Shadow Price, which already has those decent stats on it. Of course, there's another Hollow Knight there. At least these chosen wizards aren't bad. They're basically regular enemy. They're not yellows. But definitely for these missions, if you do them on the level 30, you are going to need your best weapons. Now, you could buy a new weapon if you wanted, and you know, go from there and use this 7500 XP that you're getting at the end of these missions to go ahead and level up that weapon or that piece of armor if you happen to be sitting on Vanguard or Crucible accommodations. Sadly, since I'm not, that's going to be a little bit harder to do. Basically, that XP is pretty much going to waste. You're still earning Motes of Light, but Motes of Light are not as useful as they were at one time.
Hurry.
Wow, this is a lot of enemies. This is a crazy number of enemies. Again, I hate Cursed Thrall. They just do so much damage, even when you're above their level. If you're not careful, and I mean, I'm only level 30, so playing against enemies that are level 30, they really can do a lot of damage to you in that case.
ritual has begun.
Well, that can't be good. Oh, great. And that's a Shrieker. I wonder when it activates, though. Of course, it's active now. Great. And I can't kill it from here? Oh, that's gonna suck. At least the Cursed Thrall, they all blow up and they're basically like a giant stack of popcorn. So now to figure out how to deal with that Shrieker. Alright, now I can hit it. It wasn't letting me damage it from back in the doorway. Of course, now you've got all these little purple homing missiles that they really do a lot of damage to you if you're not careful. So killing that Shrieker probably would kill you if you're not careful. Wow, how many Chosen Thrall are there? Well, Cursed Thrall. I hear another Seeker somewhere. Oh, there he is. So, of course, you got to be careful with the Seekers because they just do an insane amount of damage. So, I'm actually going to retreat. Let those little stupid flying purple missiles go somewhere else. And I hear yet another Shrieker. That can't be good. Hopefully it's not near me. So, little disappointing they're using some of the same maps from older missions. They've just changed kind of what the map looks like and the route that you take, but still, it's nice to have something new to do with this game. And I'll let these little purple exploding balls of flying death go somewhere else other than kill me. See what godforsaken trouble awaits. God, there is a lot of enemy. I just can't get over that. How many enemy there are in this mission. Ooh, at least you can go through this doorway. So this is a new area that wasn't unlocked in previous missions. Wow, this is dark. That's not good.
Find the Wakers. Stop them.
Yeah, if I can find my way out of this tunnel. Ooh. Well, we all know what these sigils do, so let's not get caught in that. So basically, they're just placing landmines all around here. And they're placing them in the pathway. So if you're not careful and you're backing up or you're rapidly advancing, you could very easily find yourself on the wrong side of a massive explosion. Probably once you get your level 32 gear, it's not that bad. But right now, with only level 30 gear, you just take a retarded amount of damage. And as soon as I get new weapons and gear, I'll also be doing, you know, another video on those and getting them leveled up and the new exotics. We just gotta wait and see what they all are. Hopefully I get good items. And will be a trading system added to this game at some point, but so far there was not one added with this DLC. At least not yet, but they still haven't added their achievements either, so we don't know exactly what's going on just yet. And that's what I'm talking about. I was not paying attention to what I was doing, and I walked into a sigil. Got myself blown up for it. Get out of here, cursed thrall. Little annoying exploding bastard. So thralls are really annoying because of the amount of damage that they do. And sadly that looks like a legendary, but it's only a decoherent. Wow, those sword guys do a lot of damage if they hit you. Still have to be very careful of those sigils on the ground. If you accidentally step on one and you already have low health to begin with, it probably will instant kill you. I'm not going to put that to the test right now, at least. I will test that later just to confirm whether or not it is an instant kill. But I know it removes too much of my health bar, so I'm not going to attempt that right now. We have another ogre to deal with. At least this one doesn't do as much damage as the last one did. You want to talk about glimmer though? I've already reached my glimmer cap again, which is 25,000. I really wish that the glimmer cap was higher than 25,000. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, hello. I guess they don't want you standing there. Well, let's see if I can't use a sniper rifle now. Okay, so yeah, you can't stand there apparently, because then you get this jerk that spawns behind you. Which sniper rifle is going to be utterly useless for on that, so yeah. apparently they want you to go up in here and actually deal with the enemies. You can't stay back and just, you know, fight them. Which, come on, stop slashing me, you jerk. Enough. I'm probably gonna die here because I wasn't really thinking, and I tried to stay back, not knowing that they would go ahead and attack me the way that they did, which is kind of stupid that they allow the enemy to spawn behind you, and they basically spawn a almost unkillable enemy behind you so that you can't stand back and deal with these guys at a distance, which you would think that they would have made it to where you can deal with these guys at a distance because of the fact that, I mean, they're level 30s, and at this point you haven't really gotten, you know, new weapons yet, so you don't have the weapons to really deal with them at the moment, at least in the fashion that, you know, would be quickly. Because now you're going to need all new sniper rifles, you're going to need all new shotguns. And I'm actually kind of, I'm a lot disappointed in that. I was hoping that the weapons that I already had, if the damage was modified on them, that it would scale to what the new ones would be, especially of the same weapon. I would understand exotics having a lower, you know, not scaling to what the new exotics are, but these definitely should. Old legendaries should scale to what the new version of that same legendary is. Sadly, they don't, at least not right now. Of course, there's hope that in the future they may, but probably by then I will have obtained either new legendaries or just bought new ones and upgraded them. So,
the crystal, destroy it.
okay. Or not. So there's all these sigils on the ground now, which make it hard to deal with the crystal. Wow, that has a ridiculous health bar too. Okay, that's good to know. And it shoots at you. That's nice to know. Alright, well this is definitely going to be a moving battle here. Because the freaking crystal shoots at you. Of course, I mean, it's got a face in it, so that's pretty cool. Graphics on this are really good. It's a really cool thing. DLC looks really cool. At least you can grenade it, but the bad thing is you can't do much damage to it with grenades. Very disappointed about that. Oh, and I'm trapped in darkness because I bet there's a watcher somewhere. Take my flame shield at least. So yeah, just a insane amount of enemies in this. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of enemies. Gonna try and get my health back a second. Hide behind these little pillars that at least it seems like he can't shoot through, so. Alright, the crystal's dead. Okay, I think that's the last. Yeah, it is.
You have given me the gift of vengeance. I thank you. And even if they don't yet know it, the city thanks you.
Ooh, lots of stuff. And a new Grimoire card. that's definitely kind of crazy. These missions are insane. I'll see exactly what I got when this mission ends and go back to the tower, turn in that. Maybe it'll give me a new reward. A new piece of armor or weapon would be nice, though. No, more ascendant material. That's good, because you'll be upgrading at least one set of armor, if not 2 sets of armor. As I'm sure the new raid armor is what you're going to need in order to actually get the full light level 32. You can probably get light level 31 just by buying new legendaries. Of course, technically you wouldn't be able to use a exotic with that, since exotics are only 30 light and the new stuff has up to 33 light. So crazy that it's all scaling off of the new light level. Alright, so we'll see what I got new today from that mission.
Crota's Bond. I have waited so long for this day. Crota's soul is broken, his reign cut short. Take this, Guardian. I thank you.
Oh, this is cool. This is a new legendary, so it's going to go up to 331. It's a fusion rifle and can switch between solar and arc damage. Wow, that is cool. Oh, 2 more quests?
Crota's soul may be gone, but his army still haunts the earth. Find them in the ruins of old Russia. End them. Find Xur and purchase the urn.
Alright, so there's one mission that you gotta wait for Xur to come to actually buy a piece from him for that mission. Which is a little bit disappointing, but oh well.
Strangest things. Be safe.
Get rid of this new stuff. That fusion rifle is cool, so we're gonna equip the new fusion rifle and level it up. Alright, let's see. What are these new missions? Defeat Hive Knights and Wizards. Bring back the proof of their demise. That one's easy to do. And purchase the urn sacrifice from Xur. Well, that one's going to be a little bit more of a problem. And of course the ending mission of that gave me fusion rifle telemetry. Speeds up the development of upgradable fusion rifles. That's cool. And just going to check real quick if there's anything new at the postmaster. And other than lost items. Which was just engrams. I'm going to decrypt these 2 really quick.
Be safe.
And I would definitely recommend that you buy some more heavy weapon ammo synthesis. I'm going to go ahead and do that because I spent a bunch of it.
You take care of that gun, Guardian.
Alright, so I'm going to complete that one little tiny bounty that I can do now. Well, not even really a bounty because it doesn't give you any reputation with her. It's simply a quest, I guess is the best way to put it. So the easiest spot that I know is to go to patrol on Cosmodome. And There's a couple spots that spawn Hive Knights. I'm gonna kill the first couple that are Hollow Knights. And then since those are really easy to kill. Also might be able to do the bounty, or at least gonna try and do the bounty that's killing 7 enemies rapidly with melee. Of course, we still don't know what rapidly is, so that's kind of a hit or miss thing. So that was really the last of the story missions, which is a little bit disappointing that there wasn't more story missions, but oh well, alas, at least it's something new to play. So, since I have to kill 25 knights or wizards, I'm going to come down here since I know there's 2 knights that spawn, well, 1 hollow knight, 1 acolyte that spawn down here. And they're easy to kill. I'm going to check and see if it just counted the knight. Yeah, it just counted the knight. Alright, so I'm going to go to the next area that actually has a better spawn rate for knights. Technically, there's 3 or 4 that spawn in the next area. You probably could go and do like Temple of Crota or Sword of Crota. Sword of Crota would be a good one. One of the moon missions that have knights in it, or at least they have more knights that you could kill. I'm just doing this real quick because I also want to try and level up my Vanguard rank so I can get another Vanguard commendation, and then I can actually buy a piece of the new gear because I really want to hit level 31 and then go do the raid. But I'll be doing the strike very soon. After I finish this mission, I'll probably take a break and then I'll go do the strike and get you a video on the strike, and then upload this video, so it'll be a lot of fun. It'll be more fun when I get a new weapon. Of course, basically, I guess what they've done is they've made the new weapons, well, there are new weapons. I haven't gotten any yet. I'm thinking that'll be the strike or the heroic or, you know, something like that that'll give you the new weapons. Because this one has not. I have not gotten them in a drop. So, very easy. Gonna come to this area, the rocket yard, and there's a knight that I just killed. That's 1 spawn point for a knight. Gonna come over here, and there's usually 2 knights. Sometimes there's only 1 knight. 1 knight and a bunch of acolytes. That's okay, I'll kill them. Gonna probably ignore these acolytes for the most part. But then we get 2 more knights right here. And kill them. That's really easy. I'm gonna ignore these enemy right here. Just go past them, since all I'm after is the knight. I will check that bounty real quick for meleeing enemies rapidly. Kill 7 enemies with a melee attack. Alright, let's see how rapidly is rapidly. Probably gonna have to be faster than this, but we shall see. Yeah, gonna have to find a spot where there's like a bunch of low-level thrall or low-level acolytes, maybe some dregs or something that all cluster up on you. You know, if you can get them close enough together to where they cluster, you should be okay. It's just the fact that they don't cluster. At least the hive doesn't cluster very well. And melee is such a short range attack that getting that bounty could be difficult because it still does not say I have any progress towards it. I will probably go do the Sword of Crota mission before I do the strike, at least in order to try and get this done, that melee bounty. Hopefully the sword counts for melee. So since you're going to be leveling up basically all new weapons, all new armor, all new everything, and most likely 2 sets of it, I would definitely recommend that you have plenty of material on hand, ascendant materials and the actual raw materials like your relic iron and spin metal and things like that. So I have a pretty good supply. I should have continued playing this, but I took a break from it to play Call of Duty, so I am a little bit behind in the fact that I don't have maybe all the materials that I need to do this extremely quickly, but at least I will be getting there. And sadly there are not more patrol missions, because patrol missions are very good. They give you, more faction reputation, and right now I need that to level up my Vanguard. So I might as well do that at the same time as killing these knights.
War called bounty for tech from this location. Extract the details.
And this one happens to be for Hive, so that is just perfect. I don't have to slow down and kill anything else. I can just keep killing these Hive and get that. I will go ahead and start using this fusion rifle though. Might as well at least level this one up, because this will be a new weapon and this will be my highest damage dealing weapon, because it's the new legendary. So it goes up to 331 attack instead of 300, which is what the old limit was. Sadly it does have a very slow charge rate. Kind of got cool sights on it though, but it does have a very slow charge rate. Not so sure how happy I am about that slow charge. Of course it is what it is. They still haven't changed the patrols. They still only give you 10 faction reputation, which I guess is okay, but I was hoping for more faction reputation. Might as well open this chest. You can always use Glimmer, you can always use the raw materials. So just gonna keep running this circle for a little while. I know it's maybe not the most interesting thing to do, but I want to see what that quest gives you for killing the 25 Hive Knights or wizards. And right now I don't want to actually do a mission that, I've already done a regular mission. I don't think you guys would be, too interested in seeing a playthrough of a regular mission. So we'll just do this real quick. This is a very easy area because there's another knight. It does take forever to level up new weapons. Blade of Crota, where did you come from? I guess I have... Huh. Oh well. Drop the sword. Hells yeah. We'll go take this. We'll take this. Dude, that's cool. Now I got a sword in just the regular missions. I'm happy. Maybe with any luck, this will count as the 7 melee kills rapidly. So that's pretty cool. That, I guess, if you kill the Blade of Crota, you get that sword. Of course, it looks like it's going to explode very shortly. It's glowing now. That's not a good sign. Hopefully, it might last long enough to Get me a couple rapid melee kills? Maybe. And the swords, yep, the sword starts to vibrate and then it just disappears on you. Oh well, it was fun while it lasted, I guess. Come on. Who would think it would be so hard to get 7 melee kills rapidly? So this fusion rifle is cool. I'll definitely have to play with this more. Maybe see if I can't get some gear that allows me to carry more ammo for it. I'll have to check out the upgrades on it in a bit. Once I get this mission done and I go back to the tower, turn it in, see what reward it gives me, because I know you guys got to be as interested in what the new reward is going to be. Hopefully it's a new weapon or a piece of gear. It is kind of cool that you do get, at least you get 1 new weapon when you complete the storyline missions for the DLC. So you're not totally vulnerable. You do have 1 more powerful weapon. Of course, anybody will have this weapon, so it's not going to be a, you know, uncommon thing, but it's still cool. Alright, there's my bounty. Just gonna double check real quick that I did get it. Yes, it's complete. So, back to the tower. Let's see what reward that gives me. If there's nothing really super interesting after that, I'll probably end this video and then work on doing the strike, but let's see what is the reward for completing that mission. I do want to take a closer look at this weapon. Get rid of these greens that are useless. So the upgrades, automatically you can switch between arc and solar damage on this weapon. However, switching between arc and solar effects, well, that's cool. Arc damage on this new fusion rifle has a faster charge rate, but less impact, less range, but a faster reload speed. Of course, you get the different ballistics, the damage upgrade. Damage upgrade no longer requires... Alright, well that's good. Only glimmer, lightweight. You get increased magazine size. Oh, this weapon has a lot of interesting perks to it.
Not be changed. You are changed, Guardian. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little high.
Oh, she's got more bounties.
Now none are alive.
Steal the servant's treasure and lure out his masters. Okay.
These shadows bite. I hope you're not frightened of the dark.
Well, that's cool. More missions. Let's see if these have anything specific. Lure out its masters. Patrol lunar complex. Alright, so I'm going to check with the Cryptarch and see if I got anything. No, I do not. Oh well. Let's see what's special about those little bounties. So let's see. Well, I've got an exclamation point here, but all it is flashing patrol missions. crazy. It's giving you basically new bounties that you can do. Hopefully I can get to rank 1 soon with this new lady, because that melee bounty is proving to be a bit of a pain in the rear end to do. And then I still have to do the weekly heroic and the weekly nightfall strike, which is crazy because the nightfall is going to be a level 30 strike. Of course, I now have a weapon that does arc damage, so that's nice. Well, I had arc weapons before, but this one's really cool. Alright, so we don't get any waypoint or anything like that. I've got to patrol the refinery, the lunar complex, and the terrestrial complex. Alright. So basically you're going to have to go patrol around. I'm not entirely sure exactly what area it's going to be or exactly what you're going to have to do, but either way, they're pretty easy to do. That's the old Skywatch. I'm thinking the one in this next area is going to be one of the ones that you have to patrol. But either way, I'll be doing this for a little bit, and then I'll go ahead and do the strike and get you guys a video on the strike. So I'm thinking this is one of the areas that you're going to have to patrol. I'm not entirely sure what they want you to do. Yep, this is the terrestrial complex. So you have to patrol this area and lure out their masters. Well, that sounds like fun. Of course, there's nobody showing up to kill, so I'm not exactly sure if you have to kill a specific enemy or if you can just kill any enemy, because these are all fallen. Oh, I don't know. Maybe kill the fallen and Hive will show up, or not entirely sure here. I don't see why killing fallen would matter, but oh, whatever. They're a totally new bounty, so everybody is trying to figure out, you know, how to do them. Maybe we'll get some Hive. Oh, Captain. I'm thinking we might get some Hive in this area, possibly. Yeah, there's some Hive. And sadly, I'm lagging. I bet I get kicked to orbit.